God. It was,
Happy
can't
has it
even
on as a
fathom how much.
podcast. Oh,
Oh,
gosh. Dang it, game.
gosh, dang it.
So if you try to come up here this way, he blocks it and you have to go around. But if you go heal after you've done so, he's blocking it the other way. So if you
God
went
damn
around,
it.
so if you went around, you don't have to go around again.
Beautiful.
It's more profitable and worth more money than Disney. I don't know about that. All right, Giovanni. Should be selling to you, but this time I'm not holding back. That's why you should face Giovanni, the greatest trainer. Cause something it is. Did you just look it up? Because I don't trust peering things around the internet. Wait a minute, I just remembered.
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the
There's
eyes!
about 88 million, I believe, Pokemon's little... Is that current? I have a question. Is that current, like, very recent, like, past year or so?
Alright.
Because I just remembered Disney's worth has been tanking for a while now. I was like, there's no way it's worth more than Disney. I was like, wait a minute. Disney's worth has been tanking for a while. It actually may be worth more than Disney.
Alright, so looking at...
September, yeah, okay. That makes sense. Never mind. Yeah. I will note that part of why it's worth more probably has to do with Disney's worth tanking for the last year or two. But also let's not sell Pokemon short. It's not like everything's past. It's not like it's going lower than tanking below everything. Also need a Queen's pack.
I'm very curious as to what we're comparing here, though. Is it like what numbers are we looking up here, Jack? Or is it Javier?
Jack.
Because I'm looking it up, and I'm getting, first off, my answers are in the billions for both.
Yeah.
Which was my first thought was there's no way they are at the millions for their work. But I'm having one where it's like Disney's net worth is 163 billion, where Pokemon's is 92 billion, which also sounds about correct. But the other thing is Disney, they're talking strictly in shares. And it's like the Pokemon one, I can't seem to find what it's actually basing the 92 million on. So it's like, I'm wondering, it's like, are they going to be talking share prices, liquid assets of any sorts?
TLC Hoy.
Boy!
Ooh,
I'm Tails!
That may be too much turning you up.
Oh no. I love this, like, this thing is like, it's mind-bogglingly estimated at $92 billion for Pokemon. Is that mind-boggling?
92 billion, yeah.
For Pokemon?
For a single franchise? You have to know, Disney is every IP they've ever created. Pokemon is a single franchise.
Okay, so I get that's so yes, but also something is not surprising me about Pokemon itself being worth that much. I don't know quite how to explain that difference in thought. Would I be shocked to hear a single franchise is worth 92 billion? Yes. Am I surprised to hear that Pokemon is worth 92 billion? No. That does not make sense together, but that is just how my brain's operating here.
Anyways, we beat a gym.
Yeah, but it's the ground type gym. Nobody stresses about this gym.
Everyone. 67% of players have picked Bulbasaur or Ivysaur. Yeah, that's who they pick. Bulbasaur or Squirtle.
No, I definitely picked Bulbasaur or Ivysaur.
So you have an initiated Pokemon Master League. When you challenge the Pokemon League, also take this TM. Consider it a gift. Gay received TM 26. What's that? Oh, it's Earthquake. Sick. That is actually a really good final TM. Like, Earthquake genuinely is like a good enough move to have it be like the final TM.
Uh-huh.
Well, that went well. Now what?
That went well. Too well. Holy shit.
For those of you who don't know, we were teleported to the Pokemon League once, so we can literally just fly here. So I think maybe just come over here, Rick. Let me in.
So Jack, I'm looking at the thing you sent me that compares them.
What?
And there's a lot of information here, but the number one thing I can think of looking at this chart that you sent me is, damn, Pokemon really should have a theme park. Lyra, for context, it's like comparing like total franchise value. How much do they make off video games? How much do they make off trading cards? How much do they make off box office? How much do they make off merchandising? The last one is theme parks. And fucking Pokemon, it's like none. And I'm like, damn, Pokemon should really have a theme park.
So apparently there is some Lorelei shenanigans. It just doesn't force you to do it when you're there.
Why Pokemon such... Oh, so did it literally stop you from going in? Do you
Yeah.
have to go do it, Lorelei, now? Okay.
How do I get back to the Sevi Islands?
You can't fly there? After defeating Blaine, you get the Tri-Pass. You already got that. Please, Bulbapedia. Bulbapedia, let me in.
Looking at you, GTA 5. Oh, is that why they had the same game for 15 years?
Vermilion City Harbor.
Oh, there we go. I literally just found it as you told it to me. So where'd it go?
Maybe never used. I love remove gambling aspects. This, okay. So Jack, the only thing that's bothering me with this thing that you linked me is I am seeing no references. I cannot figure out where this is pulling stuff from. Like, it's just saying, hey, total franchise value, the video games made exactly this much. I cannot figure out where. It's not citing the sources. God, I should have done a report about Pokemon at some point in fucking school. Anyway. There's so much information. I'm like, God damn it. There's so many psychological angles. God. God, I'm lamenting stuff.
Did a game on not Pokemon specifically, but like video game sales and junk for one of my papers once.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew what I was about.
You did.
Alright, so, Tails, quick help. How do I get Lorelei back home? And by home, I mean away from her home.
I was just gonna say, wait, aren't you trying to get her away from that? That's a great question. Wait a second. What? You have to go to 4 Island for that, but I think, don't you only have access to the first 3?
Yeah. What?
No. What? Do you- wait, hold on. Lyra.
What's up?
Did it give you the same message about being blocked before? When you went up there to the Pokemon League?
I think so.
Try, this might sound dumb, but can you try going up to the Elite Four like normal? Because I think those things might actually be checks.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
The gates.
Yeah. I have a feeling you can skip Victory Road, but I have a feeling those gates are the actual checks to see you if you have the badges.
Okay.
Fun fact, Peruvian college student talked about Naruto for a thesis. It was awesome. It was even on the news. Good. The gates are gatekeeping, but are they gaslighting and girl bossing? Oh, Happy says, remember to turn off teleporting.
I shall do so.
Yeah. I assume the article would actually source. So did I, but that's why I was like, okay, cool. So where are these numbers from? Like, let me see if we're still comparing the same things here. And then I was like, there's no fucking goddamn sources. And I'm like, hello?
They source BG charts. Wait, no, that actually, never mind, that actually does use sourced information now, never mind. Is that heckin' Gary Oak? More like Gary Bloke. Alright.
Ooh. God, I love his art there. I love that flippin' ass hand wave.
Get Aurora beamed, scrub. Ooh, that's a lot of tanking damage. Would Surf do more here? Both special attacks, so that doesn't matter. 65? 95, so it's getting double to 130. And this is getting increased by 50% to 140 plus rain. So actually Surf is better here.
Lyra, I love your ability to do that on the fly. You are so much more powerful than me.
I'm seeing other people say the same thing, but with less details and also more sources, so I'm like, unfortunately, the internet likes clout. So they'll see somebody say something and copy them without making sure it's true. One of the biggest things I've seen of that as a Pokemon nerd is Mystery Dungeon. When the remake came out, there was a ton of inaccurate information on it because people saw it was a Red Rescue Team remake and copy pasted the Red Rescue Team information. So I would see stuff like two big ones I knew were people would often mark down Eevee as a protagonist only Pokemon that couldn't be your partner, when in my personal playthrough I had Eevee as my partner. And they marked Skitty down as a female only protagonist like in the originals. When the playthrough I watched Chugga Conway do of it, he got Skitty through the quiz. And he picked male, so very clearly inaccurate information. I love having a dark type in Kanto. It's so nice to see Alakazam and be like, ha, fainted check, scrub. Because even in Fire Red, in the main story, there's no dark types. Magnemite and Magneton became Steel type, but there's still no Kanto Pokemon, sans regional variants, that are dark type.
Mm-hmm.
And in Fire Red Leaf Green, how dare you? You don't get access to Pokemon from outside of Kanto, out of the first 151, until you start the post-game and go to the Sevi Islands.
Oh. Very weird choices. Also, I need to note something that's driving me crazy here, Lyra.
What's up?
So in the background here, I've been following what Jack has been talking. Jack had mentioned, and I'm trying to find some more information on numbers for Pokemon franchise and all that.
Mm-hmm.
The top search for a lot of these, when you try to look at this, are all fandom related stuff. Straight up to the Pokemon fandom wiki being one of the top sources for how much money Pokemon is making. Not that that might be a slightly biased source or something. I'm losing it. I'm just kind of losing it at that, I gotta say.
Javier notes, ironically, you can only find most of the dark types in Kanto and Gold, Silver, Crystal, and Heart Gold, Soul Silver. They just did not want to use dark types.
Mm-mm.
And
That's it. Here's my...
Go ahead.
Blair, I have a question for you. What's worse? A, they did not want you using dark types. B, they completely didn't factor it in when they were just shoving them in Kanto.
B.
Alright, so how much do we want to bet it's B?
70%.
Yeah, okay, cool. I'm glad we're on about the same page here. Because it's like, all this thinking about, oh man, they thought it through and decided they, for whatever reason, they didn't want you to do it. And I'm like, I don't trust Game Freak actually thought that through. The most I think thinking they did it is like, man, won't they be excited to go to Kanto and see some other new Pokemon, see some new Pokemon they can catch? The answer was no, we really needed those way before now.
Also, we needed them at a level where we could actually use them, thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Also, a while ago, we were like knee-deep in conversation. I didn't want to interrupt, but Jack complimented my improved willingness to talk smack like this about my opinions on Pokemon and whatnot.
Aww. Yay.
I wave. I saw you, Jack. Tails was just on a roll. Smell you later. Also, I'm glad Jack agrees with me that Blue doesn't actually sound like a jerk so much as just like a, like a best friend who's like got that like gruff-tude to him.
Yeah.
Boulder Badge.
It's definitely someone. It's definitely something where it's like 1000%. You can, I like you could in theory read it as rude, but it's definitely one of those ones where they could also absolutely just be friends who josh on each other like this.
Mm-hmm. And I've mentioned it multiple times, and I forgot to mention it when we were having the conversation earlier, Jack. But I feel like a lot of people really take that one line of his as word of gospel, and like the only thing that matters. The one where he's like, "Your Pokemon aren't dead. Well, at least I can knock them out."
Like, hi, bitch. Grandpa's ordering sushi tonight. Get over here, you dingus. Absolutely. Um. Just, it's like, get in, asshole. We're going shopping.
Alright, moment of tooth.
Moment of tooth? But I have lots of teeth.
It's not like Blue's blowing, he's just on his shirt and lashing out.
Alright, did that.
Honestly, to me, it sounds like a poorly translated line.
No.
There's one thing one mistake I made in doing this. I want to check. I'm gonna do two things. First off, I noticed there's a dot here. I think that's the fly mark to fly to the start of Victory Road. So, oops. Winky face. Probably should have walked in there and then walked out.
I thought about that seeing you too, of like, oh, maybe we were supposed to walk in and out.
Yeah, because I don't think the dead Raticate theory is correct, so he doesn't really have much of a reason to be lashing out there. Should have done that.
Is that literally his line? Is they're not dead? At least I can knock them out.
Something very close to that, if not that exactly.
Okay. I think it's correct that it died. I just don't think the player killed it. I have no idea about the Raticate dying. I always liked the idea that he was going there to mourn some Pokemon, though. In and out.
And before I go in...
You're gonna go in and out the other end of the the Victory Road?
Yes. And that dot is hit, so... Oh.
It's one of those things that doesn't actually matter if it's correct or not. It's allows people to have discussions and headcanons. Okay. Has there been a game franchise? Sorry, this is from Andrew. Has there been a game franchise you always wanted to play all over again from beginning to experience the story and have a fresh start for a playthrough? Yes, Kingdom Hearts. Yes, I've done it. What?
Does it actually want us to bust through the whole Victory Road?
Maybe?
Or did the fact that we flew here at all break the game?
That's my greatest fear, honestly, is that somehow us flying there at all would have broken it.
I think my sister's recording for YouTube.
Ooh, neat.
Steam just said she tried out a game that I think she wanted to YouTube. This feels slower. It's not.
It does feel slower. Why does it feel slower?
Which wouldn't be the first time it broke, but it may just mean that this may be the finale instead of next week. So, we'll go through Victory Road, and if it's broken, Victory Road will be our last hurrah. And if it's not, then it will come your next stream. I I guess in theory we could like teleport me to 4 Island.
Yeah.
But if it's taking those cues, it may man, shout out to how many times I've gone through that water, never run into a Pokemon. And now I did it like 3 times. Anyways, if it's doing that, if it requires us to do that, it may be the post game. Elite Four.
Oh. Okay. Sorry. So, here's the really interesting thing that I'm just finding out. Apparently.
Heck. What's up?
Hello. That message, I think, is supposed to be after you beat the Elite Four the first time.
Yeah.
Which is much worse than I thought when it comes to the level of broken this might be.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, that's exactly how broken I thought it was. Isn't that yeah, that's why I was like, it'll probably be this thing will probably be the finale if we can't escape.
Yeah.
However, also, did you know I never got strength?
Oh my god. Wait, is that just because we've been able to teleport you around, or have you legitimately... Oh, wait, yeah. Because you would have... No, you didn't necessarily need it for Cinnabar if you went backwards through Pallet Town.
Wowzers, you don't actually need it until the Pokemon League.
Oh my god, how many people got fucked over by not getting strength? Because at that point, who knows where the fuck it is if you're that far ahead?
So, that problem from... Huh. The waterfall issue, A, existed here, and B, technically was an improvement because you're only gonna have it's gonna be only before the 8th gym in Johto, whereas it's before the 6th, it's before the 5th gym in...
The waterfall problem was an improvement, just like the level curve.
You don't need ancient power. What are you gonna use on a fire type? No.
I'm like crying. I'm crying. It's funny because Johto is my favorite region, so you'd think I would be like, man, I sure am glad to hear that it was even like it was in theory like better than we thought it was, but it doesn't make me feel better.
Alright, take 3 on me. Let's rock smash this Tails.
This time with feeling. I have no idea about Rock Smash. Oh my god.
Alright, before we go through this, people of the chat, I distinctly believe that if I go through Victory Road and get to the end, it will give me the same message. So I mainly want to go through Victory Road for it to be the finale. So we have one last big event to be the finale. Do you want me to do that, or do you want to teleport me to 4 Island and try and get Lorelei back to actually unlock the Elite Four? And I just grind to level 70. If I didn't have a super secret way to grind, that was a lot easier than normal. Winky face.
Winky face, uh-huh.
I would not be offering that. But since I do have a super sick way to make grinding easier, winky face. Four Island or Victory Road as the finale?
It's a good question. My brain... Hello, cat, who's screaming suddenly. My brain's leaning more towards Four Island.
Pinky base. Okay. If nobody wants to teleport me, I'll teleport myself because it's kind of a requirement to teleport to Four Island to do this plan.
Yeah. Okay,
What's up?
So the thing is, normally, you know what? Never mind. Let's just teleport to Four Island. Let's go straight to Four. Let's see that.
It's kapow.